Are you getting a little sick and tired of carrying around a thick, heavy wallet full of change, perhaps? Well, get ready, because Canada's big banks are getting set to launch virtual wallets. In what's being described as the biggest change to the way consumers pay for goods in decades, RBC is expected to be the first bank out of the gate when it's set to launch a digital wallet for mobile phones, and that could happen as early as this fall. So to explain what it means to you, we're joined in studio by Claudiu Popa, President and Principal Risk Advisor for the data integration software maker Informatica. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Digital wallets, I kind of like this idea. Do you? Have you seen what this might look like?
Actually, yes, and it's been implemented around the world in other situations. It's effectively an opportunity for organizations to gain a little bit more insight in the way people make shopping decisions and see how they behave.
Oh, wait a minute. This is not being done for our benefit? Is that what you're saying?
Well, it is, actually. It's a convenience feature. It certainly speeds up the purchasing process, but it also gives more visibility into how people make those purchases.
Oh, I don't know if I like this as much anymore.
Well,
so what kind of information?
From a security individual's perspective, what we care about is the way that information is aggregated in this kind of situation. So imagine that you have a real wallet and you've got a bunch of credit cards in there. Each one of those credit cards is a piece of identity information, and any time that you aggregate identity information, there's a bit of an issue with identity theft. So the potential of identity theft or potential for privacy breaches is real, and that's something that we'll have to see how it's implemented going forward.
Okay, so let me ask you, on the surface here, to you, given the security risks you're just, starting to note here, is it worth it? Is it worth going through with something like this, signing up for something like this digital wallet?
Well, it really depends on what the incentives are going to be, because if...
Well, convenience is a major one, no doubt,
It absolutely
right?
is, and I think Canadians do care about convenience, but Canadians do care more about their privacy and about the security of their data. So it's really going to be up to the banks to prove that this technology is safe and secure for everyone to use.
So do you expect that will happen, or are there going to be some huge problems? Because already we know that, our country specifically has been cited as being sort of lax when it comes to cybersecurity. So perhaps we're a little more vulnerable than other nations are. And we've also heard about these things like ransomware targeting Canadian computers, right?
That's right. And it all falls within the realm of identity theft. It all falls within the idea that your privacy is being impacted. Someone tends to gain, so within within ransomware, as far as the idea of someone taking advantage of your personal identity, the way that works is they infiltrate your computer, they infect it, suddenly they encrypt your information so they can see what's inside your machine and they can see where your sensitive data is. They encrypt it, they keep the password, and then they pop up a message that says, hey, if you'd like your data back, send me some money. It's the simple concept of extortion applied to the computer world.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. So just bringing it back to the digital wallet, is this a little premature? Should we get the security aspect in place first before we start buying into this new technology?
And you can bet that the banks have been doing a lot of work in the security aspect. Whether they've been doing a lot of work in the perception of privacy and security remains to be seen, because really that's where their challenge lies, is in convincing Canadians that this is a secure and private product that will not instantly result in identity theft all over the place.
I think you mentioned it's in use already in some places. Have they had problems?
In the simplest manner that you can imagine, PayPal is a form of a digital wallet. So you set up your credit cards with PayPal, and then you use PayPal to pay for anything you want. So it works. It's a model that absolutely works, but PayPal has been around a long time. They've seen every kind of identity breach and security breach attempt possible, and so that's a very mature product. Whether this will give us the same warm and fuzzy feeling remains to be seen.
Okay, we'll keep watching it. Claudiu Popa is with Informatica. Good of you to join us.
Security
Good to see you again. Thank you so much.